Now that we have the basic curtain walls with the claddings on the ground floor, let's make a copy of them so that we can keep populating the claddings all the way above. So let's go back to our floor plan view and simply grab the curtain wall we have on the ground floor, copy it, go one level up, and paste it in place, not before deleting the existing cladding there. So simply hit delete and then paste the cladding elements. Click outside and it should be there. Now, before you move it into the next floor, let's go back to the 3D window and verify a couple of things. You want to verify the elevation, since the ground floor is much more higher than taller than the other levels. So this curtain wall is meant to be just as tall or a little bit less than the ground floor to match the level 1. So level 1 and above are 3 meters 900. Now we also need a gap. You can tell how these tiles are blended together. So we need to elevate this curtain wall just by the gap. So in this case, I'm going to reduce the position, the vertical position, to 140 millimeters. And then the total elevation is going to be 3 meters 890 to also give the other 10 millimeters we need on the level above. So it's going to be something like that. Now that one, then we can simply copy from this level, move one level above. Remember, you can also use the shortcut Control or Command and then the up arrow. Delete the existing cladding, paste the old one, and you should have now yet another level in the right place, like so. So let's continue doing that up until you reach level 9, where the curtain wall again changes in height. Okay, so now we have the curtain wall for the cladding on level 9. And level 9 is, as far as you can remember, it's higher and it is 5 meters 400. So that curtain wall then it needs to be 5 meters 390, just to reduce the 10 millimeters we need for the gap above, something like that. So that'll be enough, but then we need to then replace that smaller bit we have on the roof level. So let's go back to our level 9, go to the roof level, and paste the existing curtain wall. Now remember, that's going to be far too high, but you can adjust that in the 3D window right here. So let's simply select it, grab the node from the top, and simply match the top elevation of your wall. Like that. Let's do it again, just to make sure we're matching the right level. Like so. Now let's go ahead and do this curtain wall for the cladding on this side of the building. So let's go to the plan view and go to level 2. On level 2, we still have the old cladding made with the wall, so let's get rid of that. And in replacement, we're going to place a curtain wall of the kind that has the bond type of running. So let's go ahead and use the curtain wall 4 that is going in running. So let's double check that. Yep, that's effectively what it's doing. And now let's place that from this corner all the way to this corner. Before you click on OK, let's flip it so that it lands on the correct side. And now let's go to the 3D window just to make sure that the heights are fine. Okay, let's adjust the heights in this curtain wall such that it's starting at minus 140 and that the total height, as we know, is 3 meters 890. Therefore, fitting the next level up. And from there, we can then go back to the plan view, select the curtain wall, copy, and repeat until we reach the roof level. Okay, so I have copied all the elements reaching level 9, and now on the roof floor, we're going to add an extra one that has the full height and a smaller bit for the parapet. So let's go to the plan view, go to the roof level, get rid of the existing wall, paste it, go back to the 3D view, and let's check the height. Now that height needs to be adjusted. Currently, that roof level is at 3 meters and 400. So the curtain wall then needs to have 3 meters 390. Again, leaving the 10 millimeter gap we need for the wall and the cladding that will start right above. Now I'll show you how to adjust something that will happen in here. So let's go to the roof level now, and let's go one level up to the parapet. And I'm just going to paste the curtain wall right there. Let's go back to the 3D window. And notice the incorrect location of the running of the tiles. So let's get a little bit closer and let's fix that. The way we're going to fix that is simply by finishing up the running of the lower cladding, simply by finishing the total height, and select the option to edit the curtain wall. Switch on the scheme grid and switch off the frame and panel and also the environment. And now you'll be able to see the boundary of the curtain wall and the subdivision. So let's click on the boundary for now. Adjust it with your pet palette such that you match the next grid line. Click on exit. And now your curtain wall should be a complete full set of the tiling runs. Now the next one above, we're simply just going to move it up by matching the top level of the lower curtain wall. So you're going to have to zoom in and drag it down manually. Say somewhere around there. That's going to join the two tiles. So do not worry. All we need to do is offset that just by typing 10 millimeters less than the value we have showing up there. So it's going to be minus 20 instead of minus 30. That's going to give us a gap right there. Now, the next thing you'll need to fix is the running of the tiles. And in order to do that, what this next curtain wall above will have to do is simply offset the setup of the grid. So you'll grab the grid, click on it, not the outline, and use the move grid option and move it one section down, like so, and click on exit edit mode. Now you'll have a full running of that cladding. Let's then, as our last operation here, let's adjust the height by using this option on the pet palette and matching the top of the parapet. Like that. And with that, now we have the claddings on the exterior of the building.